Doctors often recommend that you take evening strolls daily or aim for at least 10,000 steps each day to enhance muscle strength and combat sarcopenia. However, simply walking won't help you build muscle unless you incorporate these two essential exercises into your routine. Let me explain why. As we grow older, the effectiveness of daily walks diminishes, particularly if your goal is to increase muscle mass. So, if you've been relying solely on walking for progress, it's time to reassess your strategy. Nowadays, social media is flooded with self-proclaimed nutritionists advising what to eat for muscle gain. While their suggestions may seem innocuous, they won't put a dent in sarcopenia or support muscle growth without the inclusion of specific exercises in your regimen. Here's where things can get complicated. Many seniors mistakenly think lifting heavy weights or just walking will suffice. This misconception can be dangerous. It raises the risk of serious injuries that could land you in the hospital for weeks or even result in permanent mobility issues. That's why today I'm going to introduce 2 simple home exercises, no gym equipment or resistance bands needed, that are incredibly effective for building muscle. EMG studies indicate these movements can activate up to 90% of your muscles during workout. Let's kick things off with the second best exercise since it's the simplest and requires just a wall. After that, I'll unveil the most powerful exercise that has transformed the lives of thousands of my patients. Plus, I'll share 3 common exercises you might be doing right now that could actually be counterproductive, especially if you're aiming to build muscle and reverse age-related decline. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started. Exercise 1. Wall push-ups. Now let's dive into wall push-ups. When you're out walking, approximately 200 muscles are engaged. However, here's the catch, you're only activating them at about 20 to 30% capacity due to lack of real resistance. In contrast, wall push-ups engage your chest, shoulders, triceps, and core muscles at an impressive 60 to 70% capacity, that's triple the engagement. For seniors battling sarcopenia, muscle loss, this distinction is crucial because true muscle growth comes from being challenged, not from gentle movements like walking. Here's how it works. When performing a wall push-up, tiny tears occur in your muscle fibers. While this sounds alarming at first glance, it's actually fantastic news. As those fibers recover post-exercise, they not only heal but also expand and strengthen. Believe it or not, this process works for individuals at any age, even those who are 90 years old. Now here's something surprising many seniors may not realize. Wall push-ups set off a process known as mechanotransduction. This means as your muscles sense stress from pushing against the wall, they communicate with your DNA, instructing it to produce more protein and build additional muscle tissue. In simpler terms, wall push-ups don't just work on your muscles, they actively signal your body to create more muscular tissue, a significant advantage for anyone losing mass over time. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity tracked 150 adults between ages 65 and 85 who did wall push-ups 3 times weekly over a span of 12 weeks. The outcome was extraordinary. Participants boasted an average increase in upper body strength by an astonishing 31%, along with a lean mass gain averaging around 2.3 pounds. Researchers were taken aback by these results. Dr. Patricia Hammond commented that they anticipated modest improvements but instead witnessed a remarkable reversal in age-related muscular decline. And here's something fascinating. Centuries ago, in northern China, a community known for longevity stumbled upon wall push-ups quite by chance while laboring on stone walls for their terraces. Workers leaned against these walls during breaks until one farmer noticed how pushing away made him stronger over time. This simple movement became part of their daily lives, a tradition passed down through generations, and today you'll find many elders aged into their late 80s and 90s still practicing these exercises every morning. They're renowned for their incredible strength even into old age. So let me walk you through proper form for doing wall push-ups. Stand facing a sturdy wall about arm's length away, place palms flat against it at shoulder height with fingers pointing upward while keeping feet grounded hip-width apart. Maintain alignment from head down through heels, that's vital. Avoid letting hips sag or jut outward during movement. Slowly bend elbows as you lean toward the wall until almost touching with your nose before pushing back up smoothly until arms are straight again. That counts as 1 rep. Breathe deeply throughout. The key is inhaling when lowering yourself down, then exhaling while pushing back up again. Start off aiming for 8 to 10 repetitions, and if this feels too easy, simply step further back from the wall, increasing difficulty level, or move closer should it prove challenging. Aim for 3 sets, allowing 1-minute rest intervals between each session, and ideally perform this exercise thrice weekly, for instance Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Give those muscles roughly 48 hours recovery time between workouts. It truly matters if you're feeling some effort, perhaps even slight burning sensation, that indicates it's working effectively. Now remember earlier when I mentioned some common exercises possibly being detrimental? Well, stay tuned because shortly I'll highlight several movements worth avoiding altogether alongside our trusty friend, the mighty wall push-up. But first let's transition smoothly into exercise 2, which brings us right onto chair squats. The chair behind you. As you lower yourself, allow your knees to bend naturally, but ensure they stay aligned with your toes, never let them cave inward. Go down until your bottom just brushes the chair. Remember, it's a light touch. Avoid collapsing into it. Once you make contact, pause for a brief moment, about half a second, then push through your heels, pressing your feet firmly into the ground as you stand back up. At the top of this movement, give those glutes a good squeeze. Throughout the whole exercise, keep your chest lifted and direct your gaze straight ahead. Don't look down at the floor. Make sure that your weight remains on your heels and midfoot, not on those toes. Start with 10 to 12 repetitions. If you feel the need to actually sit down between representatives, that's absolutely fine. Aim for 3 sets with a rest period of 90 seconds in between each set. To maximize muscle growth and strength gains, aim to perform this exercise 4 times each week. Spread them out over days like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. This increased frequency is intentional because leg muscles recover more quickly and can handle more regular training than upper body workouts like wall push-ups. However, and this is crucial, if you're still doing any of the next 3 exercises I'm about to discuss now, these efforts may not yield the muscle building results you're hoping for. The last one is incredibly common. I bet you've done it just last week. After helping thousands of seniors facing muscle loss issues and reviewing numerous studies on exercise while consulting leading experts in muscle preservation strategies, I've pinpointed 3 particularly dangerous exercises that seniors should steer clear of at all costs. While wall push-ups and chair squats are fantastic for building strength, certain exercises can completely negate their benefits and even put you at serious risk for injury. The first exercise to avoid like the plague: sit-ups and crunches. Walk into any gym or scroll through fitness pages online, you'll see them everywhere. In fact, a survey from 2023 revealed that around 67% of fitness trainers suggest sit-ups or crunches specifically for seniors to burn visceral fat and enhance core strength. But here's what those gym enthusiasts aren't telling you. Yes, sit-ups do engage those abdominal muscles, but every time you curl forward, you're compressing them. For seniors, this is an accident waiting to happen. That repetitive flex-ion strains your lower back while cranking tension into your neck as you pull forward, and guess what? It offers almost no functional strength for daily activities. When injuries occur in either back or neck due to sit-ups, you're sidelined from exercising altogether, a gateway leading straight to accelerated muscle loss. According to findings from the Global Burden of Disease study, around 23% of seniors worldwide who engage in unsupervised floor exercises like sit-ups experience significant back or neck injuries severe enough to halt their routines for 6 weeks or more. Now here's where many seniors go wrong. They think doing more equals better results. They might attempt 50 or even 100 sit-ups daily under this misconception. What they don't realize is their aging spine can't handle such repetitive compression. Unlike younger individuals whose discs can absorb stress effectively, senior spines accumulate microdamage with each rep they perform. Let me share Michaela's story. She came to me at age 73 feeling frustrated and desperate after committing herself religiously. to performing 40 sit-ups every morning for 8 months simply because her doctor suggested she strengthen her core. Her belly hadn't budged an inch, but worse yet, she developed excruciating lower back pain radiating down her left leg. Some mornings she needed her husband's help just getting out of bed. I immediately halted her sit-up routine. We transitioned instead toward safer core exercises that wouldn't compress her spine. Within 3 weeks, that pain began fading away. Within 2 months, it vanished completely. She regained lost muscle mass and even added more. The second exercise worth completely ignoring? The behind-the-neck shoulder press. You'll find it lurking in countless workout regimens, a staple since bodybuilding's golden age. But here's an inconvenient truth they won't share. Sure, this move activates those deltoids, the shoulder muscles. You'll certainly feel them working hard. But pressing weight from behind puts extreme external rotation pressure on shoulder joints, which can be excruciating. Even worse, this position bypasses how shoulders are naturally supposed to move. For seniors whose shoulders have endured years upon years of wear and tear with weakened rotator cuff tendons, this movement becomes mechanical torture. Once that rotator cuff sustains damage, every upper body motion turns painful. You can't lift arms high enough, even brush hair or reach items in cabinets, not unless you want further injury. Statistics reveal alarming facts. International orthopedic data shows about 31% of seniors performing behind-the-neck presses regularly develop shoulder pain or rotator cuff injuries within just 1 year, many requiring extensive physical therapy or worse yet surgical intervention. Let me introduce Robert. He walked into my office at age 68 with his right arm dangling limply by his side after spending over a year hitting up local gyms alongside trainers half his age who had him doing behind-the-neck presses using 15-pound dumbbells thrice weekly. Initially mentioning discomfort after merely 1 month, the trainer assured him it was normal, that his shoulders were simply adjusting, but by month 6 he couldn't sleep comfortably on his right side. By month 9 lifting above chest level became impossible. Upon examination, his rotator cuff was torn, inflamed, and hardly functional. We were forced to halt all upper body training altogether for 3 long months while he healed. 3 months watching other areas suffer from disuse as he underwent intensive physical therapy learning safer pressing techniques focused solely around front presses done correctly. It took 8 entire months before he could train without pain again. Today at 71 years old, Robert has finally restored much-needed strength lost during time spent performing those dangerous behind-the-neck presses, but unfortunately lost nearly 2 precious years' worth progress along way, progress which will never return. Finally, the last exercise we must entirely avoid. Deep knee extensions performed using leg extension machines found commonly across commercial gyms, often perceived simple and safe, but here's what nobody seems willing to explain. Yes, your quadriceps activate during such movements when extending legs against resistance seated position, but brace yourselves folks, significant shearing forces occur across knee joints during execution. And here's where irony kicks in. Once knees sustain damage, it becomes exceedingly difficult if not impossible execute any effective lower body workouts thereafter. What many don't grasp: leg extension machines were originally designed strictly rehabilitation-specific knee injuries under professional supervision, not meant general strength training purposes, especially not heavy weights nor high repetitions targeting aging joints. Yet gym staff rarely clarify this point. If you're truly dedicated building muscle while steering clear potential injuries, then take heed avoiding these 3 deadly moves altogether. Which ones have you been practicing lately? Are you ready? Also incorporating 2 newly revealed exercises help bolster muscular development. Now let us conclude by emphasizing reality surrounding building muscles. Exercise alone won't magically create gains. Muscle growth comprises 80% nutrition combined 20% physical activity executed properly. You could execute flawless wall push-ups and perfect chair squats every single day, but without feeding muscles adequate protein required repairing growing afterward, all efforts may ultimately prove futile. Hence why I've crafted something very special tailored specifically towards you. A comprehensive high-protein meal plan designed exclusively senior demographic combating sarcopenia effectively. This isn't merely generic diet plan either. Within lies 93 plus delicious, easy to prepare, high protein recipes fueling optimal muscular development regardless age bracket involved. Each recipe meticulously calculated, ensure providing exactly what hungry bodies require following rigorous activity sessions. Breakfasts, lunches, dinners, snacks, all optimized, promoting maximum gains attainable possible. If serious overcoming sarcopenia, reclaiming former glory, then trust me, you need access this meal plan today itself. Click link pinned comment below, check description box now, obtain instant entry, all 93 plus scrumptious creations awaiting discovery. And guess what else? Tomorrow I'll unveil number one supplement most commonly deficient among 90% senior population, a deficiency quietly hindering muscular progression irrespective amounts exercised, consumed, proteins ingested. Such intelligence could revolutionize everything surrounding your journey ahead. However, mind you, only subscribers receive notifications once video drops live, so make sure hit subscribe button immediately, tap notification bell, ensuring readiness tomorrow's reveal. Don't let opportunity slip through fingers now. Get started executing TWO vital moves, fuel body appropriately, witness rejuvenation, strength returning swiftly. CYA tomorrow, folks.